Alrighty, welcome back to Assetto Corsa, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, for today's challenge, I've been practicing quite a bit, and I still have not been able to get a solid, clean, timed run on the Akina Downhill. I'm not on the server this time. I'm just on a single player. The current setup is not that different from the stock one. I just have it on the street tires. The pressures are the same. I'll take a little bit of fuel out. We'll go to 20 liters. And I think I've just changed some of the rebound damping here and maybe toned it down a little bit to make it a little less bouncy. But yeah, we're gonna save that actually. And we're just gonna go for a timed run. Oh shoot. Hold on. Give me one. Forgot to open up G-Hub. I may have to restart the sim. Yeah. Alright. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I don't have like a handbrake or anything like that. I just have a Logitech G29, same thing as the G923. I don't have an H shifter, I'm just using the paddles, and no handbrake. Oh, too fast. I totally forgot that you have to brake for that. Well, that's off to a great start. But yeah, so I usually just have, um, when I'm trying to get the car to rotate, since I don't have a handbrake or anything like that, I do a braking drift like this. And I also use a technique called shift locking, which is just abusing the transmission. Instead of like rev matching and everything, or using the clutch, just don't use the clutch, just shove it into the lower gear. And that makes the car to come around. So, even though the point of today is a timed run of the course, it's only the first step, because I'm not going to get anything close to anything super crazy. There are people who have gotten sub 4 minutes and 30 seconds on this stuff with like the tuned one, the tuned 8.6. I'm in a drift right now because I'm still not that competent, as you can tell. But I want to see what I can do sliding it around pretty much every corner I can. I'm not really using the gutters much. I don't like them. But it's all about car control and smoothness. And it comes to a point where drift racing and grip kind of come together. And that's called slip angle. It's not this. I didn't break enough. Oh, and that's the end of that. We're gonna see if we can just get through the course. That's more of what this whole idea is. If we can get through it, it'll be a success. And this is not a good way of doing that. It's just so bouncy. Just totally overheated the tires. That's fine. What am I doing? Okay, where did all this go? I was doing so good last night. And in the previous video I was doing okay. Alright. Just play it smart and get through the course. That's all we're doing. Just get through it. I messed up on my steering input. Messing up on a lot of things right now. That's okay. We'll get going. Oh, I took out my headlights. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I can't see it all. And I instantly do better. Okay, maybe not. Alright. Eventually, the kind of end goal of this whole thing is to master car control to a point where I can, like the original video, drift through the Nürburgring before the clock runs out. That's gonna take a while. That's a long run. And doing it before the clock runs out in the drift mode is gonna be difficult, so we're going back to where all drift training began with this. And it doesn't count because I cut that corner. Yeah, screw it. I countersteered too quickly. Trying to even get to the rest of the course. I'm not doing too hot. I messed that up badly. I mean, if you've seen my other videos on this, you've seen me just slide through that corner easily. I don't know what's wrong with me now. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. Something just fell off of my desk next to me. I don't know what it was. I lost it. So I've got a really funny story. So a while ago, maybe a year or two ago, my dad owned a 2000 Mazda Miata with the LS package, which notably includes the limited slip differential from factory. And so we had this car, and I was driving it, and I was like, okay, it's a Miata. There's not a lot of power, but I still need to be conscious of it, right? It's rear-wheel drive, the whole 9 yards. And I was going to my girlfriend's house to show her the car, because we had just gotten it at this point. And the way out of my neighborhood was a it was like the end of the road was like downhill onto the main highway. It was like the business part of the road where like it goes into the town and everything. And it was a bit of a downhill slope just to the end of that road that connected to the highway. And the way I was going was it wasn't a 90-degree turn. It was a little bit sharper than that. Yeah, and it was raining. And yeah, it was raining, and I was like, okay. Even though it's not a lot of power, there's no grip, so I have to be careful. And the light turned green, and I was making my turn. And I was like, okay, I'm all the way off the clutch. I can kind of get on it a little bit, not like crazy, and just make my turn, you know, as you normally would, and accelerate out of it. It totally went sideways. I didn't spin out. I managed to, having never drifted a car before, do a perfect power slide with 0 counter steer and like a fishtail afterwards. I didn't know what I had done at the time, I knew that I'd slid the car. That's all I knew, because I definitely knew that rear traction had been broken. It was like totally instinctual, the movements that I did. And I started laughing as soon as the car settled back into grip, and I was like, no way, I just did that in this intersection that's, you know, quite busy for the town that I lived in. And I about pooped myself because at the front of the light that had waited for me to make my turn was a white Ford Explorer, which are the police cars for the, you know, the general area where I live and for the rest of the U.S. And I was like, oh no, he just saw what I did. Ah, crap. This is the end of it. And he's probably not going to believe my story. Because of the flawless execution, if I say so myself. And after the initial panic that I was about to be arrested for reckless driving had gone away, I realized that it was an old lady driving her Explorer. I saw the roof rails and I was like, oh, okay, we're good. But yeah, we ended up selling the car so that I could go to college. Unfortunate. And I don't have a rear-wheel drive car, so I can't do anything more fun like that. But yeah, just a little fun story there. It included the bruh. Crap, and I hit a bump. Oh, this is a bad accident. Oh, I kickflipped it. Oh, I've phased through reality. Cool. Yeah, just perfectly drifted a Miata in the rain, knowing nothing of what I was doing on accident. The bit of the downhill helped, and definitely the LSD, it wouldn't have been possible without that. I would have just spun one tire and it'd been okay. And been much more difficult to control, and I probably would have spun out, even though the Miata only has like 140 horsepower for the NB. But still, it was a good time. He's had another Miata since then, but it didn't have an LSD, so it was unfortunate. It was a more base model, but it was a far cleaner of a car, and it had a hardtop with it too, which are quite rare. I've messed that up, but yeah. No more rear-wheel drive cars for us right now. That was not because of me, it was financially motivated. I still have my, if you've seen the channel, I still have my Toyota Celica GTS. I haven't been able to do much with it. I was planning on going to the... Frick me, man. No headlights. And it's gotten... Oh, it's so dark. The time of day has gone on through this session. I absolutely need my headlights now. It's gotten darker. Drifting into the night. Still haven't maintained a good run yet. I've shown some promise in some other sections. Not in that one. Yeah, I just now realized that time had gone on as soon as my headlight went out, and I was like, it wasn't that dark last time I broke the headlight. Eventually, once I think after the culmination of the training with the drifting the Nürburgring video, a successful run of that will start like seriously racing some people on here. And I've gone off. I will say, you will definitely hear the steering wheel, like, chunking along in the background and the click of the paddles. They are not that satisfying from factory to use. These paddles have a magnetic, they have like a shift mod on them. It's just a little plastic band that's connected to magnets, and it gives them a little bit more of a satisfying click. I find it fun. I actually didn't make the mod. I bought these used. The wheel, on the other hand, like the force feedback is ridiculously loud. Like when it goes over a bump or anything, it just chunks and it's just so annoying. And it makes it difficult to use at night because it just makes a ton of noise. But oh well. Yeah, that's not even drifting. This is just bad. This is just bad, bad, bad. That was flawless execution. Alright, this is the beginning of a new chapter here. Or maybe not. I totally... This is getting more interesting as the lights go out, as the sun goes down, because I can't see around the corner anymore. My mom's car. My mom drives a Lexus, and it's an older one, but it still has some like uh some decent technology in it. My old, it's a 2010 RX 350. It's got a ton of miles on it, like 250,000 or something crazy like that. And everything still works because that's the Toyota way, right? But it has these headlights where it adjusts the headlights position to follow the steering wheel. So the car can literally look around the next corner. I mean, it's not that drastic, but it's still like noticeable. You see like the lights moving as you turn the wheel. It's like, what the heck? Like here, I have no idea where the apex of the corner is. And to think that they used to race these roads at night, and I'm sure people still do to some extent. Like imagine just going downhill like this, like that's crazy. How is that a cut detected? I just if you go off the track, it counts as a cut, I suppose. Look how bouncy it gets. One little bump, and your entire thing is just ruined. Alright, this is gonna be my last run, I think, before I reset the time. That way I have some more light to work with. That way I can actually see. At one point, that'd be fun to do like a full night run. Just in the middle of the night, pitch black. I'd have to like artificially adjust the lighting in post that way y'all can see. Cause looking at the preview here, you can't really see much, so. Yeah. I think my ability to judge like braking zones and things like that are compromised because of the low light. I just can't put any grip down after going over that curb. Oh, that's a bad spin. Oh, my control arm is busted. My alignment's off. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna replay. Yeah, look how light it is. Alright, we're just gonna save this as drift 4. There we go. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. What is that? There we go. Getting somewhere, come on. Wasn't a great exit, but it was something. I entered too early, so I had to save it. Are you serious? Ah, frick. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to the Touge Union server. It sounds like a bad idea, but something is just different. Is there a drift car? Oh, there is. Heck yeah. Are these guys racing or what are they doing? Alright. I'm coming in way hot. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. The only thing that sucks about this is we don't have replays, so. But that's okay. Handled that well despite the guardrail. Running from a GTR here. Maybe this is what I need to lock in. Then again, maybe not. Oh, I hit the guardrail? Are you kidding me? I'll wait for these guys. We'll follow them. They're in the tuned one. Am I lagging or is he lagging? Looks like he is. No, that one little bump just ruined it. Not dead yet though. I am not doing well. I don't know why. Like, something is wrong with me, not the car. Like, I was doing, like, maybe just having, like, an off day or something? I don't know. I was doing way better yesterday. And even the day before that. See, that was alright until I had too much counter steer. Not a great entry, but I managed it. Ah, I messed it up. Yeah, I'm applying a lot more countersteer than normal. My throttle inputs are all kinds of messed up. Man, the 8.6s look so good. The GTs and the FRS. They look amazing. Back to pit. There we go. These guys behind me will inevitably catch up. Especially in my current state. Alright, I've put a little bit between us. Nah, I just barely lost it. Too early. Almost. Totally negated that little margin that I'd had. Nick the guardrail. This is where I'm likely going to lose the most time. I really don't like this part of the course. The 5 hairpins are... Yeah, I don't like it. Especially compared with that section earlier, where I've talked about it before, and it just has such a good, like, rhythm. This, all that rhythm is just gone. There we go. I'm doing a lot better now for some reason. Not sure what's going on, but we take it. Now let's see if we can hit this heavy braking drift. Too much rotation. Go, go, go. That may be the most perfect drift I've ever done through that corner. Alright, not bad. 523 as a bad run. Oh, he's the number 1. And the number 2. I'm impressed I held away from them. But they are fighting, so their time would be compromised. Ah. He had a bad exit. I probably won't be able to keep up. Let's just put it that way. Not bad for how hot I was coming in. Oh. Settle down. That was perfect. Big angle. I like how the bruh just comes in randomly. Ah, I messed up. Oh. Alright, we're definitely going to be able to pass this little Miata here. Should be, anyway. Yeah, bye. Oh, big angle. Not what you want when you're drifting in a race like this. Timed run, rather. That was a good correction. Ah, I messed that up. Yeah, there it is. Obviously, this wrong no longer counts, but I can still practice. What am I doing? I'm just bad. There we go. Finally nailed that one. And I messed up right away. Alright, this will probably be the last run of this video. Definitely doing better than I was earlier, but still not where I want to be. Not sure what it is. No, no, no. We're doing another one. We are doing another one. I was doing so well. Excellent. It's going very well so far. Wasn't efficient, but holy crap was it cool. Catching up with somebody. No, don't mess this up. Okay, good. Perfect. Alright. Cutting it a little close there. You may think, oh, I entered in slow there. If you go any faster, you will just smack the guardrail. Because you won't have enough grip. Even then, I barely stayed in my lane. That one I messed up. No, no. Are you kidding me? I was so close. That's frustrating. That was my best run so far, like bar none. Like, okay, my personal record on this course as a complete run that's like accepted that's not red is like 5:26 something. I did a 5:16 as with a mistake. I was probably good for like a 5:14, 5:13. Great day. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. We're almost there. We're getting so close to a solid run. Oh man. But yeah, we'll come back next time and we'll try and get that good run. And then I think we'll return once we get a decent run of this. We'll try our Nürburgring again. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you had an excellent time. I hope you have a great day. Hope everything's going well for you. I never get to hear how people that watch are doing, so unfortunate. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great time. Get out of here.